Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to break down for you how I apply individual lashes. This is something that I've been doing for a couple months now, and every time it's like too long to show in my tutorials, so I've been meaning to do this video for a long time, and I know a lot of you guys were interested to see how exactly I do it and what products I use and things like that. So I'm going to show you how I got this lash look. Not the makeup look. If you want to see the makeup look, I will link it down below. It's the last video that I posted. But I'm excited to show you guys how I do my individual false lashes. So before we get into the video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber and you want to be notified each time I upload, just make sure to hit the little bell. And with that being said, let's get into this video. I'm excited to show you guys how to get these lashes. So let's get into it. So let me show you the tools that you're going to need if you want to apply false individual lashes. The lashes that I always use are from Ardell. I use two different kinds. Today I'm going to use the double up lashes. These are just a little bit more intense than the originals. I like these for more glamorous looks, and I also like these because it comes with both short, I'm not pointing right, both short and medium lengths, which I really love. Personally, I feel like the long ones are a little bit too long for my liking, so medium is as long of a lash that I personally go. And then you'll just need a pair of tweezers and also some lash glue. My favorite is from Duo. Oh, also I have one done and one not done if you're wondering why my eyes look lopsided right now. But my favorite glue is from Duo. I like the darker tone. That just means that it dries black. They also do have a clear glue, which actually when you're first starting out, that might be a little bit helpful for you to be able to really see where you're placing it, and then it just dries clear. But I personally like the black one because once it dries, it's really seamless if you're wearing black eyeliner like I am today. So I love to use that. So one thing that I've learned is that if I try to pull these out with tweezers, like I tend to mangle them a little bit. So I like to kind of pull them out with my fingers first, and I just set them on something. Right now I just have like this little sleek eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to select as many as I want. It's also important to pay attention to how many you use on each eye. Obviously sometimes I do add like one extra on one eye just because it looks more even at the end of the day, but you really do want to pay attention to how many short lashes you picked out and how many medium ones you put on each eye so that it can be as even as possible. So on the eye that's already done, I did 4, I believe I did 4. 1, 2, 3, maybe I did 5. I might have done 5. I think I did 5 short ones and 3 mediums. That's kind of a lot, but because I wanted this look right now that I'm wearing to be a little bit more glamorous, I decided to go all out. So I'm going to pull off that exact amount so that they're ready to go for me. I always put a little dollop of glue on the back of my hand. Oh, that was a big dollop of glue. Was not intending on doing that. Okay, I'm just gonna try to like take some of that off. So I just put some glue on the back of my hand, and I actually like to let it dry slightly. The reason for that is once it's a little bit tacky, it really makes it so much easier to just be able to dip it into the glue on your hand and place it exactly where you want it on the eye, and it's not going to move around or twist, because that's one of the things that's kind of difficult with individual lashes. They tend to twist if the glue is not tacky enough. So I just leave it here for a couple minutes. I let it kind of dry a little bit, but we can go ahead and prep our first lash. Now doing it on yourself is a completely different story than applying these onto another person because you can really see how they're evened out. On yourself it's a little bit more difficult. So I always kind of like look at my lashes from different angles as I'm applying them to make sure that they're going in the right direction. A really helpful trick that has helped me be able to apply them right is to kind of take a mirror. I'm just taking a mirror that looks like this. You can use a smaller one if you want, but if you kind of angle it like up at your face so that you're looking down into the mirror, you can see the bottom of your lashes, and it will really help you to be able to place them exactly where you want them. It's a little bit harder if you're holding the mirror up high because then your eye is looking up, and then it's like really hard to place your hand and find a really good like spot for the lash, if that makes sense. So that's been really helpful recently. So I usually like to start from the outside to the inside. Another great thing about these lashes is the fact that you can really customize your lash look. So for me personally, I tend to go towards like a more winged out type of lash, which means that I put the longer ones on the outside and then I move inward with the shorter ones. Some people like to do like their own custom lash with some medium lengths in the center and over here to kind of make more of a rounded lash, but I'm just going to show you my usual technique, I guess. I'm going to start out with just a medium lash, and let's zoom in really quick. Babe, will you help me zoom? Babe, zoom in a little bit on my eye. Zoom in a little bit on my eye. Wow, we are up close and personal, folks. So hopefully you can see my eye okay.
That might be hard to hold it in the shot.
No, I think it'll be good.
Okay.
I have the glue on my hand. I'm gonna dip this into the glue. I don't know if you can really see that. It's kind of self-explanatory though. Just dip a little bit in there till it looks like that. Wow, we are close. I'm gonna take my mirror and kind of face it underneath my head, my face, like I showed you earlier. And I like to be able to position my hand so that it rests on my face while I'm applying this. And I'm gonna start by just pressing it, placing it, I guess, on the outer portion of the eye. And I just wait till I feel like the cold glue. I let go and I take the back of it and I kind of press it down. Sometimes I use my finger to kind of pinch, make sure that it's on there okay, and then I move to the next one. And it's basically just a series of that same exact step over and over. And the good thing about these is that, like, for me, I feel like it looks way more natural than if you do a strip lash. So I'm just gonna pop it right, oops. See, it's a little bit more difficult when you do it on yourself. There's going to be an eye that's a little bit more difficult for you to do, and I feel like this might have accidentally been my more difficult eye. So I'm just continuing to look down into my mirror. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. And then I flip the tweezer over and press it down into the lashes. And then I like to kind of look into my mirror and kind of make sure everything looks okay straight on as well. Those were all of our medium length ones. I'm gonna move into the short ones next. That one was a little more difficult, darn it. We all make mistakes, folks. The hardest part about this is sometimes they twist, and I really haven't figured out a way to fix that or prevent it. But I just kind of like pinch the lashes until I feel like it went into a general good direction. That one went on nice. But you just basically just do that until it looks how you want it to. And then after I've put on the same number that I've put on the other eye, I kind of like evaluate and make sure that they both look good. And if I need to add one on one of my eyelids, then I will, even if it's not the identical number on the other one. Just want to make it look like as even as possible. Oh, oh. Okay, I feel like we need one more. So that's the amount that's on the other eye. I'm gonna move this one over a little bit. I like to kind of press them down with my finger to make sure they're really glued. And since this eye was done before and it's already done, you wanna make sure it's dry before you do anything else to it. I will show you, sometimes it's good if you want to add just a little bit more mascara to kind of help blend the layers together. And that will just help kind of make it look more natural. I don't know. But these are a little bit more bold than the regular ones. Probably should be waiting longer to do this side, but just be really gentle. You could also use like a lash curler and really gently smush them together, but I've tried that before and I feel like on me, because my lashes are long maybe, kind of messes them up. So I personally don't love to do that. So now I'm just gonna kind of take a peek, see what's happening here, make sure that there's nothing crazy going on. This lash is giving me a hard time. And then boom, you have voluminous lashes that to me personally look a lot more natural than your strip lash. Even though you might be able to tell that these aren't real, it's harder to tell than like your big old fluffy strip lash in my opinion. So I love doing these individual lashes. I'm just gonna wipe off the glue on my hand before I forget. I just feel like it really amps up your look. Hopefully you guys found that helpful. Hopefully you were able to see okay. If you have any questions, just comment down below. I'll be happy to answer them. If you guys have any tips and tricks as far as how to apply individual lashes that maybe I didn't mention that helps you out, please mention those down below as well. Let me know if you guys would like to see more videos like this where I kind of break down the steps for different techniques and things like that. Let me know by, oh, I always ask you guys to comment so much, but let me know in the comments if you want to see something like that as well. With that being said, please make sure to hit the subscribe button on your way out, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you. Bye!